Hello, New York City FC fans. My name's David Vuj, and this is Poet. And we are here. You're probably wondering, who the hell are these two guys speaking in English accents? Well, we've come here from Copper 90. We do a lot of content there, football stuff. And this is our second part of our interview with the legend, Patrick Vieira, and your coach. Enjoy.
Vuj, kick off.
We have a questionnaire from the Copper fans, so we pose the questions to Twitter. And Christian Hennig says, how would you say his style has evolved in the short time he's been in New York City FC? Your coaching style.
My coaching style?
Because I've heard that you've scored the most goals last season as a club.
We score the most, but we concede the most. You know what I mean? So it's always like to try to find the balance. But no, the style is like I want to be myself.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
I like that.
I want to be myself, and I want to be like who I was as a player, because I never hide myself. I don't know how to hide.
Yeah.
I want
we can relate to that.
my personality to reflect on the team, on the players as well. So I want to be who I am as a person and not try to be an Arsene or a Mourinho that the coaches that I had. I have to be myself. So that is, I would say, my style. I would say.
And I respect your style so highly. As you know, a massive Arsenal fan, you was a leader as an Arsenal player. You knew you was on the field the moment you walked out, and you had a massive presence, and that was sort of reminiscent of. It's like I was watching you again in Highbury. The presence you have on the field and the way you're speaking to everyone, you've got them leadership qualities, but this time as a gaffer. Did you ever foresee yourself being a manager when you was a player?
No, not at all. No. It never crossed my mind when I was playing that I will go into coaching.
Wow.
Because I always say that because I've been playing since I was 8 years old. I've had 15 years career, and I've been traveling all around the places. And I was always thinking about family time when you retire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like family time.
And the thing is that I went to Manchester City and thinking about, okay, I'm going to go and retire at Manchester City. It will be my last club, and then after I'm going to enjoy the time with the family. But when I was there and I stopped and they give me the opportunity to know a little bit more about a football club, how things run and all the stuff like that. So I spent time in a different department in this football club. And then when I spent time in the academy, and when you're talking with the young players and the way they're looking at you, the way they're taking information, and I felt really like,
wow,
happy to be there. So I said to myself, this is something that I can do.
I think the key thing you said was happy, innit? Happiness, innit? That you were happy.
But
so
I want to do things that I feel comfortable about and things that make me happy. You understand what I mean? Because
I agree.
I've been really lucky that I had a good contracts and I've been doing what I love most. So I can choose what I want to do. So when I decide to go into something like coaching, is because I feel really comfortable in that role, and I love doing it.
he came from Senegal.
Vieira! Whoa!
It's quite strange that a Liverpool fan singing that song.
You know why, right?
Legend, bro.
However, you see me, how I view myself as a human being, right? And if I feel something is real, I can support that, you know, and I have respect for the way Arsenal play, and massive Liverpool fan. So don't get me wrong, I still want to batter Arsenal every time we play them. But you know, I feel you're like, I'm looking at you right now, and I used to play with you in Pro Evolution Soccer, bro. You know, like you're one of the best players on Pro Evo. So I'm like, this is Patrick Vieira. But we do have more question. Desmond Hutchison says, I'm going to try my best French here. Comment as-tu trouvé les MLS après d'avoir ta expérience récente avec NYCFC?
It's better if I read it by myself.
Okay.
And I thought that sounds sick.
How after a year in the MLS, how's the league, the level of the MLS? I knew the MLS a little bit before coming here because Thierry Henry was playing for the Red Bulls, so I came to watch a game. So I had a really quick idea about the level of the league, and I think it's quite unfair to compare the MLS with the Premier League or the league, because the MLS is only 20 years old.
Yeah.
But there is some really good players in this league. And I believe there is some players who are capable of going and playing the Premier League. The level is not there yet, but the way that they've been improving in the last 5 years has been unbelievable. And I think that in the next 10 years, this league can compete against the Premier League to bring players over, because some stadiums are really, really good. They build some new stadium, and those stadiums make me remember like England,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
the
yeah.
stadium is quite really close to the
Yes.
field. The atmosphere is really good,
Nice and intense.
nice and intense, and there's a passion and love from the game.
Mm.
But what I find really difficult in this country is that we call it football, they call it soccer.
Okay, yeah.
They are competing against too many sports.
There's a lot of big sports, man.
It's too many big
NBA,
sports.
College sports, everything. you
So
know.
that's why the passion is a little bit different from Europe or from England. England is only football. You go to France, football is a number one sport.
Yeah.
But in this country, football is like
But it's growing.
number 6 sport in this country.
Let's move on to some Arsenal questions, which
Yeah, these ones were, as we all know, it's been crazy over in England with everything that's been happening. Team Musker 17 says, what do you think of Arsenal right now, as it is?
just be honest. I can take
No,
it.
but I am, and I'm always going to be a big Arsenal fan
Yeah.
because the 9 years that I spent there was best 9 years of my career, of my football career. So I'm always watching Arsenal. I like to watch City. I like to watch Inter. I like to watch Juventus. The teams that I'm playing for.
Yeah.
And of course, Arsenal has a big part, and I'm like the fans. Of course, you're watching the games, you feel a little bit disappointed because you're seeing talent there and not managing to win the games and the way they concede goals. So it's quite frustrated for the fans, yes. But at the same time, I look at them play, and I still enjoyed watching Arsenal because they play some really good football.
Yeah.
So of course they are missing something, but I enjoyed watching Arsenal play football.
Who was the funniest teammate that you've had?
Ray Powder and
He looks quite
Ian
funny.
Wright.
Ian
Ian
Wright.
Wright
Mr.
Ian Wright was good. But you always need people like that in the dressing room because they are the one who bring the positiveness and the
100%.
happiness in the dressing room.
Can we play a part in the dressing room at New York City FC maybe? Come in and...
I got a shirt actually, Jill, if you, I mean, I can sign for the club if you want.
You can sign?
Yeah, decent centre back.
We have to test you first.
Pace 81, I
Bro,
don't mind.
I'm a goalkeeper. If you
I
want
was
to test
going
me...
to, but with the
I'm
trousers
ready.
like that, I think you turn out the contract. So.
Patrick, if you want I got my kit. I'm a keeper. If you want to test me,
You're a keeper.
yeah. Let's see,
See?
man.
We never know.
I'm just saying, you know, we got some other things we can do, man. You got some more time. I'm just saying, take some penalties against me.
Couple more questions. I got one here from Sam. This is a good question. What player that you never played with did you want to play with the most in your career? I saw you coaching Pirlo. I'm thinking, oh my lord, imagine you and Pirlo.
Yeah, but no. But Andrea was fantastic. He's so smart, understand the game quicker than everybody else, and putting the ball where he really wants is to have a chance to coach him. We play against each other for a few times, and it was really difficult to mark him because he only play 1 or 2 touch. So it's really difficult to get close to him than to close him down. But one of the players that I really loved and wanted to play with him was Edgar Davids.
I feel he was a style icon. He's like a cultural icon. The
glasses,
the glasses
Yeah,
And them Nike adverts, he was killing it, bro.
Yeah, because I played next to Makelele, to Manuel Petit, to Gilberto at Arsenal, and I played with some fantastic, but one that I never had a chance to play with was Edgar Davids, and loved it to play with him.
And that was ourselves and obviously Mr. Patrick Vieira. This has been probably one of the best interviews we've done. Leave comments, like, share and subscribe. Take care everyone. God bless you.
Have
I
a
love
nice.
you. Have a nice.